I'm Sanneta Myrie, Dr. Sanneta Myrie. I'm Miss Jamaica World 2015 and Miss World Caribbean 2015. Well, I have a very dynamic background. I was born to an inner city community, Greenwich Town, 5 North Avenue, Kingston 13. And it was an environment where resources and opportunities were very limited. But as a child, you don't focus on those things. I think it's just the bliss of childhood. I remember being very fond of that neighborhood because I had my cousins and a lot of fun memories. But there is the fact that we were still underprivileged, so to speak, in terms of our resources, the education, and all of that. And at the age of 8, I was adopted and opportunities were made available to me. I was relocated to a new school, and my education prior to being adopted was so restricted that I had a hard time keeping up with this new school. So I went from an all-age school to a prep school, and so I had a lot of catching up to do. I was sent back 3 grades and then in stages brought to the grade that I was supposed to be at that time. And so my childhood was a blessed one. I was taken from that life of poverty to a life of opportunities, and it's just one of those miracles of life. Well, the blessing came from the struggle in itself, being born to such an environment and then being taken into one where you have those opportunities. I knew that life can be hard. I knew that there were struggles out there, and so immediately I felt very grateful for everything. And so I knew I had a responsibility to make the most of every opportunity that I was given, because there were others out there who didn't have it. And so having that great sense of responsibility pushed me to achieve. I knew I had no excuses, and I knew the world didn't owe me anything. You know, life is a blessing in every way. And so just having that center, knowing that each day is a gift, no matter the circumstances, it's for you to make the best of it. And you may have a mountain, and your mountain to somebody else is like a molehill, or, you know, challenges come, and every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's a dream come true to be able to represent my country, and I'll start with Miss Jamaica World, which is the most recent accomplishment. It's one of those dreams that I think I held myself back from having as a child. Growing up, I admired Lisa Hanna, I admired Cindy Breakspear, but you know, when you hold yourself back from thinking it's even possible, it's possible for you. And so after coming into my own and having the confidence in myself to even go after the title, it really became, I realized that I had that dream from the very beginning. And so I'm just so grateful to be able to represent my country, and represent my country well, and receive the love of the Jamaican people. And I get messages, DMs, and Facebook messages saying how much I've inspired and touched lives, and that's really what it's all about. It makes it worthwhile. Being a medical doctor is really, it goes back to when I was a young child and I realized that I was given a lot. And there are points in my life where I felt somewhat guilty. I questioned it, because I had cousins who they weren't given the same opportunities, you know. And growing up, we were the same, just as bright, we had the same interactions. And so I knew that I was given a lot, and to whom much is given, much is expected. So I wanted to touch lives. I wanted to give back all that I was given, and I chose the channel of medicine to do that. And medicine is about being a healthcare provider for people. It's not necessarily a glamour job. I know a lot of people say, oh, she's a doctor and it's this big thing, but at the heart of it is people and caring for people, the infirmed. And it's a huge responsibility, and it's a blessing, and it's one that I'm happy to have. Well, after it hit the media that I was the first, I learned, or the information was made available, that there was a previous contestant who had dreadlocks. However, I think it wasn't easily identifiable. Nonetheless, I am the first to place in the top 5 coming forth, and I am the first to really have that kind of impact, in where so many people are saying, you know, such a feat, you know, it's being recognized as a defiance to the stereotypical definition of what beauty is. And that was a part of my aim. Beauty is a diverse thing, and okay, and Jamaicans in themselves are diverse. So I just wanted to show the world that the package can be different, the wrapping can be different.
So you definitely wanted to show that.
I did, yes.
Accomplish that.
I did. I feel like I accomplished that indeed. Not winning, but at the same time, I think the impact was the same.
Right.
Yeah.
You've opened doors for other people.
For other young girls who maybe not locks, but say your beauty and say your packaging is different in any other way. The world is now accepting that the world is diverse, and we're all beautifully diverse. Life is a journey, and on any journey there's a smooth road, you have potholes along the way. And with each challenge or with each difficulty, it's an opportunity to learn and to grow. And that's just how you have to look at it. You have to tell yourself that either whatever happens, the universe is unfolding as it should, and nothing happens before its time. And with every closed door comes a new opportunity. And always have faith. That's a big thing for me. I'm a deeply spiritual person, and that connection keeps me going, knowing that it's according to plan. It's all according to plan. Just work hard, make the most of every opportunity, and what comes is what's meant to come. Well, since the Miss World competition, I have spent some time with my family. Being away for a month, it was first on my list, to see my father, to see my little brother, and the rest of my family in Westmoreland. In addition to that, I've really just been laying out a plan, as to how I'll make the rest of my reign as effective as possible. And that includes a social intervention program that I'm working on that incorporates the arts, and it's something that I am a part of. I'm a performer, I'm a dancer, and I believe that art can be used as therapy for behavioral problems in teens. And I'm a mentor as well, so I'm laying down some groundwork for that. And just to serve as best as I can, answer any calls to serve Jamaica and the world at large. Prior to Miss World, being Miss Jamaica World, I am a part of the Jamaica Heart Foundation, as well as Jamaica AIDS Support. They align with my medical field. In addition to that, my mentorship program with children. And I'm also very happy now to be a part of the Sashimani Sunrise Group, as they target children who I identify with, children who are born with lack of resources, marginalized communities. And so identifying with them, it makes it very close to my heart, that cause. And it's something that I commit myself to every year, to just give love more, to forgive more, and to let things go a bit more. Peace of mind really is key in life. And for Jamaica, I want to see us with a little more tolerance for each other. Jamaicans are incredible people. We're capable of great things, but when we come together, then that's when we see how great we can be. So one love, one heart. That's my wish for Jamaica.